Hey, okay, so my name is Angel K, and this is not the first video I've posted on YouTube, but I feel like it's the first of this series or like this new story, I guess I'm ready to tell. I said new story. I don't have any old stories on here. I don't know. All I know is that I am a 43-year-old mother who's now going into the next phase of her life where her children are now adults. Her children are now adults. And so her and her husband are almost basically empty nesters. And I say basically because we still have one son who lives here who's an adult though. So he doesn't need us to take care of him. Like he goes to school, he goes to work. Like it's just, rent is just like stupid high. So like where could he live on his own? Like nowhere right now. I mean, he could, but he'd struggle. And who decides, to go live in the trenches when they've never lived in the trenches before? So yeah, there's that. So he's here, but our youngest son, he just left. He's gone off to college on the East Coast, and yeah, this is a new experience for me. It's a new journey. There is like a short video that I posted before. Just wondering like how do you maneuver through this? Like just kind of really hitting the realization a little bit that the time was coming, but he was still home and we still had to go through all the senior year stuff and um it really hadn't set in like 100% yet because he was still here. And so like I didn't really have to like make changes as of yet. But now he's at school, he is thriving, he is doing his thing, and I'm ready to do something as well. Um I haven't minded taking care of my family all these years. It's been kind of fun. Like, we did a lot of things together and we created like a lot of memories. So I'm not upset about it at all, but I do feel like I kind of like put myself on the back burner some, just to kind of put my family on the forefront so that way, they could be the best of what they could be, I guess. I don't know. But I didn't mind doing that. I still don't. But just now I'm like, okay, I got to figure out what am I going to do now because while I'm still a mother, my husband is still a father, like, our kids will always need us in some form of way. They do not need us in the traditional sense, in the childlike sense anymore. So yeah, yeah, I am ready to make these changes. We've, you know, I don't know, I've done the motherhood thing, and I'm ready now to kind of, I don't know, do other things. I've been, mom for a long time. I've been this person's mom, as they call, how, well, I don't know if you don't have kids. Whenever you have kids, like their friends just call you like your kid's name mom. Like if my kid's name was Steven, they were like, oh, hey, Steven's mom. So I've been Steven, that's not their real name, but I've been Steven's mom, for like so long that now I get to be Angel again. I don't know. It's exciting, but is it? Yeah, I guess it's exciting. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but I just decided that I'm gonna start like just vlogging it and just I feel like if I make recordings along the way that'll inspire me to keep progressing forward towards something because if I'm reporting back, say reporting back like y'all are my boss, I don't know. But if I'm reporting back, my progress, then maybe that'll help to motivate me to keep progressing. It's a new stage, no empty nestish and just that new season in life. I think like perimenopause is like upon me as well. It's just a lot of little changes, but they're not bad changes, but they're inevitable changes. So I don't know, this is my first video about that. I don't really do a lot of YouTube videos, but or editing and things of that nature. I don't know, maybe I'll get better as I go along. And then also maybe um in the comments y'all can tell me like other mothers and fathers because my husband, he's going through, you know he's going through the fields as well, but he's always like been out of the house more than me. So he's, while he's missing the, the standard dynamic that our house had, he also had like extra hobbies and stuff like that where like a lot of my hobbies and things that I did, um I won't say revolved around my children, but they were definitely um in the thought process of it, if that makes sense. And again, that's not to say, oh well, he was off living his life and I was just here. That's not true. That's not true because he was very present. You know what I'm saying? Like when it came to school functions and things of that nature. So like he did it, but me, I am the Pinterest loving parent. I'm gonna like, oh, let's bake together. Like it's fall. Let's find. I'm gonna find some fall recipes to try for y'all. Let's paint pumpkins. Let's do summer vision boards. Let's do what and it was fun. The elf on the shelf. Look, what all that little stuff. Okay, so and like I said, and it was fun. So, but now that time has passed. So yeah, I guess while I was doing all of that, I should have been um doing other things as well, and I wasn't. But that's nobody's fault, and um I'm not upset with anybody about it. Like it's just I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to come off like, oh my God, I put my life on hold and now I got to figure out what to do. It was never on hold. It was just in a different, I was just in a different place, I guess. I was in spring and now, or maybe that was summer because it was kind of fun. Now I'm going into fall. I always feel like fall is a time to like reinvent, or not even necessarily reinvent, or you could say reinvent yourself, or like start fresh, if that makes sense. Like, some people they like winter, or they like New Year for that. They're like New Year's Eve, I'm gonna make all these changes in my life. I've never felt the urge to want to make changes in January, the end of December and January. It's cold. Okay, I live in the Midwest. It's cold. I want to hibernate. I don't necessarily want to get out and do nothing different in on December 31st or January 1st, like, or the second or the third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth of January. It's cold, baby. I want to be in the house. I want to bake and I want to watch movies and drink cocoa and soups and stuff, shit like that. Like I don't want to but fall gives me the new vibe. And I don't know if it's because that's just like when the new school year will begin. So like every year, when school starts, you for the most part, most people you got your new school clothes and you're starting a new grade. And if you were going to a new school, you're going to a new school, making new friends, whatever, whatnot. But I always feel like fall is that time to find something different to do. New clothes, um, makeup. I feel like makeup just sits better on your face. I'm not the greatest at makeup, and I feel like I'm gonna do a couple like get ready with me videos as well, just to see if I can like kind of get into that. I feel like I do kind of want to um focus more on the cosmetic side of my looks, I guess. If that makes cosmetic side of my looks. That doesn't make sense. I don't wear makeup a lot, and it's just because I have never been really good at putting it on. I see some women and men who do makeup, and it's like, wow. I've seen kids do like makeup, and it's like, oh my God. I saw a lady on TikTok. My girl did her makeup with her, like, she didn't even have hands. She wasn't using her feet either. She might have feet, I'm not really sure. But I know she doesn't have hands. She just has like she could like put her brush. She doesn't have long limbs, okay? Not even prosthetics, and like she can make her makeup look so good. And I am like, ma'am, stop saying you can't do it, because there are people who are, differently abled, and they are doing it and flawlessly, might I say. So stop talking about you can't. Yes, you can. You just haven't. You just aren't trying hard enough. So I'm probably gonna try to start doing stuff like that. I do want to like maybe dress more. Like I have gotten to that. Like I would dress. I get cute sometimes, but like my job, I wear scrubs. So those are always real easy, loose to put on. Like I haven't worked in like an office where I had to like wear anything business casual or anything like that in probably 20 years. So there's that. On the weekends, sometimes, I might get cute. Depends on where we're going, if we're doing anything like, okay, but a lot of my wardrobe consists of a lot of graphic tees, a lot of jeans, especially since COVID, since 2020, a lot of leggings. Like I developed a very fond love of leggings. Um, but a lot of comfort clothes, a lot of comfort clothes. So I'm going to try to um, get out of just being. I mean, I still want to be comfortable, but you know what I mean. I have the Pinterest boards, and I always look and think like, oh, that is so cute, and that is so cute. Oh, I should. Oh, I wonder if I could put that together. And it's like, well, what would you do, and where would you go? I'm going to find somewhere to go. We are going, and my husband would take me places if I just found where I wanted to go. If I say, oh, we should try this place, he's more than game to get up and get out. So I just, it's just it's up to me. I have to make these changes in myself, and I'm going to make these changes in myself. And as my kids progress and move through life and get better, I am going to do the same. Hopefully, I am. You can see there I go. Hopefully, I got a vision board. I'm gonna try to knock some stuff off of that, or at least focus towards knocking some stuff off of that. Yes, I have started already a little bit. One of them was like to make to lose weight, and I have started doing that. I got that little mini stepper from TikTok. I don't know if y'all got one or not, but it does work, and I like it. I'm kind of self conscious. I had a jump rope, but I would go outside, and I'm kind of clumsy, so I would be self conscious while jumping rope because I constantly mess up. And I'm like, I know my neighbors are probably out there just giggling and laughing at me, and yeah. And then also the fact that I'm 43, like sometimes these knees, they don't do what Megan's knees can do. And one of them I did one day. I stayed out there. I was like, I'm not coming in. I'm going to stay out here. I'm going to jump for at least 30 minutes. I'm not going back in the house. 30 minutes, I'm going to be out here because every other day I would go out there and be out there like 10 minutes or something like that. I'm like, okay, this is, okay, I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm going back in the house. And the one day that I really pushed myself, like the next day, like my knee, like it swelled up a little bit and it started hurting. And I was like, oh my God, like I had to get icy hot. I was like, oh no. So I was like, that kind of sucks. Good thing about it though is that that youngest son that's off at the East Coast now, like he off to the East Coast, he he actually started picking up my jump ropes and he started exercising with him. He's out there. He started off. He's very motivated. I look at my kids as well. Like, okay, I see them doing great things, and like I know, like if you just continue to push yourself, you can, do whatever you want to do as well. Because he started off on that jump rope, and the first day I remember him jumping, he came back in like he could barely walk. He was so tired. Like it took every last little bit of strength he had in him to get back to his room and just lay on the bed. And then say a month later, he was jumping like Rocky Balboa at the end of a training montage, like fast. And he would go out there every day and he would do his thing and he would get better and better and better. And I was like, you go, my guy. So even though that didn't work out for me, it led to him doing that. So I was like, all right. But then I got the mini stepper. I saw it on TikTok and they're like, oh, it's good because it's low impact on your knees, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, I'm going to give it a try. It was like $30. I like if it's not, no, it might have been more than that. I think it was maybe $60. I think it might have been $60, but I still was like, okay, but if I can do this at home, 60. I mean, if it's worth it, like it's worth $60, and so I bought it, and it was definitely worth the $60. And so far, from June till now, it's September. I have lost 9 pounds that have consistently stayed down. Usually I have like water weight issues and they kind of go up and down and kind of play with me, but I've stayed consistent. I weigh myself every day. Some people say you shouldn't do that. Kind of keeps me focused though. So that way, if I notice that the scale went up a pound or something during the day, if I'm getting ready to eat something that I probably don't need, I'll be like, girl, now you know. I'm like, you don't need that. You just want it. Makes me think so. Yeah, anyway, so that's another thing. I want to work on my health. I want to work on like maybe my more overall appearance, and just working on getting out there. I also like to do comedy. So I started doing open mics, not too long ago. Well, a few years ago. Oh, it's not too long ago. Just the people just be lying to themselves. It was more than a not too long ago. It was a few years ago, and I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of liked it. When it comes to my work, I'm an instructor, and so like I'm constantly up and going over things and teaching and in trying to make things relatable, understandable. And I use comedy to do that. And not necessarily am I telling jokes or puns constantly, but just trying to keep them, with little jokes here and there, or little phrases, or just trying to keep the the um I don't know, trying to keep the I don't know which words I want to use exactly. I'm sorry. not the morale, like it's never a bad low morale in my class, but just trying to keep them up, because I do have students that are adults and they work, and sometimes, they might be tired when they get to class. And so like I try to keep the momentum going, you know what I'm saying? Keep it up, keep it positive, and a lot of that is by making them laugh and making, so that's one thing I do love about my job, is that it made me ready. It got me used to talking to strangers, because I get a new class, and a lot of times I might get repeat students, for a different course, but sometimes they're new. They're new and they don't know me, and I have to go in and on day one, be ready to put it all out there on the floor. And I gotta like lure, like bring them in, like get them like right away, so that way they're excited to come back to my class and to keep coming back. So I might also go back into that. Not even might, I am. I keep saying might. I notice your words have power, and I keep saying things like might and should, and I really need to. I was about to say should again. I really need to replace those words with I am. I'm going to. I will. Not I should. I will. Not I might. I am. I need to work on my words. Mm. I just really thought about that. Like that really just came to me while recording this. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully you'll go along on this journey with me. Maybe if you're on a journey similar, you can tell me like what you're doing in the comments. Um, maybe what changes you made once your kids were kind of out of the house and you didn't really have to focus on being like a parent 100% of the time. I'm willing to take advice. like I'm very. That's one thing about teaching, is that you always have to be open to learning, and I'm very open to learning. So yeah. All right. I think that's it. This video is like 17 minutes long, and I don't know, it might be entertaining to somebody, might not be, I don't know. But if you have any suggestions, recommendations, things of that nature, well wishes, um, words of encouragement, I'm really good at encouraging other people. Sometimes I kind of fall short with encouraging myself. I know a lot of people do that. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. So my name is Angel K. I hope you come along this journey with me, just to see where life can go. Hopefully, in a year, I want to see where I'm at from one year for today. From today, today is September 15th, 2024. I would love to see where my life is at and what I'm doing by September 5th. Oh, golly, September 15th, 2025. See where I am on the health journey, see where I am and just in life period on this coming thing. I don't know. We're just gonna see where I go and where I land. So this is my official sign in, my official marker, the date. The countdown starts today. I got 364 days to make some changes in my life and to find fulfillment. And hopefully I'm gonna do that. No, see, I'm going to strive to do that. All right. I'm gonna go. So take care. Talk to you later.